A very good evening to you. Thanks for choosing Newzroom Africa. Let's start off your sports in this hour with football, where after winning the last 7 league titles in a row, Mamelodi Sundowns begin the journey to try and win an 8th one this evening. They host a crosstown rival, Supersport United, in their first game of the Betway Premiership. It's a new look for the champions, who will start a league season without either Pitso Mosimane or Rulani Mokwena on the bench for the first time in over 10 years. There's also a lot of focus on coach Manqoba Mngqithi. Benjamin Leshoro is at Loftus Versfeld. Benjamin, for, I suppose, Chiefs fans, they may not be looking forward to this one too much.
Well, Kaizer Chiefs fans will certainly not be looking forward to this match. In fact, they might also be watching it with one eye. Valen, good evening to you and the Newzroom Africa viewers. And I'll tell you why. Because Kaizer Chiefs are top of the log for now, having won just one league game when they played against Marumo Gallants in Bloemfontein on Saturday. It is just one game, just one win. But it is a fact that they are top of the log. But for how long will be the question from a lot of football fans here. Because if you look at the log, Chiefs have just a one goal difference of 1. And that means if either Mamelodi Sundowns or Supersport United win here at Loftus Versfeld by 2 clear goals or more, they will then go to the top of the log and dethrone, so to speak, Kaizer Chiefs after just a couple of days on top of the log. So there's been advice on social media that perhaps Kaizer Chiefs fans should take a good look at the log in its current state, or perhaps take a picture of it, because some say it won't last long. We are at Loftus Versfeld, you're right, Mamelodi Sundowns hosting Supersport United in a match that has the feel of a cup final, and it's only match day 1, Valen. It's not often that you'll find, first of all, match day 1 of the league being a derby match. It's not often that you'll find Mamelodi Sundowns seemingly under pressure to win this match, but that's the case here in Pretoria, where coach Manqoba Mngqithi will have a lot of focus on him and whether he can steer Mamelodi Sundowns to a record-extending 8th league title in a row. They haven't looked like the Mamelodi Sundowns of old in recent matches, although it must be said they did play in the CAF Champions League at the weekend and they won 4-0, perhaps a Mamelodi Sundowns of old. But you would have seen at the end of last season a Rulani Mokwena leading Mamelodi Sundowns to that title, and then just a couple of weeks later they broke the internet with the announcement that they have parted ways with Rulani Mokwena, who we now know is now plying his trade somewhere in North Africa. That then necessitated a Manqoba Mngqithi to take up the position of head coach, and the return of one Steve Kompela, who is the man that has been working with Manqoba Mngqithi. And one of the things that they've said, Valen, is that no player, no matter their seniority, no matter if they are South Africa internationals or not, will just walk into the team or the starting lineup at Mamelodi Sundowns. And true to his word, Manqoba Mngqithi, that has been the case. One of the big news today has been that he has dropped Teboho Mokwena as well as Khuliso Mudau, 2 Bafana internationals, senior players from the squad altogether. They're not even on the bench. Themba Zwane, another senior player, a South Africa international, is also on the bench, as well as Aubrey Mudiba. That will raise questions. If he wins it, Valen, he'll be considered a genius. If he loses this one, Manqoba Mngqithi will be under immense pressure. The good news, though, is that they have back their captain, Ronwen Williams, in goal.
Benjamin, we have focused a lot on Mamelodi Sundowns. What about Supersport United?
Well, Supersport United, I was actually looking at their starting lineup also this evening. Valen, they have a pretty experienced one, and that's you would expect nothing less from a Gavin Hunt. He's a coach who believes in a mixture of experience and youth. You can see with the likes of Tyson Hlatshwayo leading the team as captain. You have the likes of Terence Vukamanja, an experienced campaigner. He's played for the likes of Orlando Pirates before. You have players like Nico Mobie, who has been at Mamelodi Sundowns before, so he's coming back to play against his former team. Gavin Hunt is a coach who knows how to win the league. He's a coach who knows how to beat big teams, or so-called big teams in South Africa. And Mamelodi Sundowns knows that it's a derby match, but not just any derby match, one coached by a coach who has secured, about 4 Premier League titles, most of them with Supersport United, although it has been some time since he's done that. But Gavin Hunt, you feel that this is the season that he might want to compete. And what a way to set the tone, Valen, than to start with the champions. Those who won the league title 7 times in a row, unprecedented in South African football. And if Supersport United can do that, you can be sure that they'll be trending for days. And the cherry on top is that they'll get to go, at least for now, top of the table.
Benjamin, Supersport United also have a very difficult start to the season ahead, so they'll want to get it off on a positive note. Just looking at Supersport United's fixtures, their next fixture is against Royal AM, then it's TS Galaxy, then it's away to Cape Town City, then it's Kaizer Chiefs. So it's not going to be easy for Supersport United. All right, that match kicking off at 7:30. Thanks so much for that update. That is Benjamin Leshoro out at Loftus following the Tshwane derby, which gets both Mamelodi Sundowns, the champions of the South African Premiership, as well as Supersport United's league campaign for the new season underway.